Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. Another very fine, Wednesday morning, and once again we are back with our predictions on this very channel. Always looking at for games that are happening across the globe, and today a number of exciting games happening across Europe today, and we're able to select these matches and look into them. Also looking at the statistics. We're able to make verdicts on this very game, and we already have them lined up. And in a short while, we'll be doing that, looking at the matches one after the other for today. But I would like to use the opportunity to ask the folks who are coming across our video for the first time, if you know that you've not subscribed, all right, it's time to hit the subscription button so that you don't miss out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, let's head to the business of today. Today we'll be starting with the very first match. It is in the Spanish, Copa del Rey match. We'll have, Real Sociedad will be up against Real Madrid. All right, quite a very interesting game. And seeing that the Sociedad have actually been in fine form in recent time, having won 5 games in the last 6 matches and also 1 loss. And on the side, Madrid have had 4 victories and 2 draws in the last 6 matches that they have so far. All right, when you look at how they fared on home and away basis, you can see that the home side of Sociedad have actually done very well. Winning 8 games in the last 10 home matches and 1 draw, but they've also lost 1. And away side, Madrid have been able to achieve 7 victories and 2 draws. Also 1 loss in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. On the head-to-head basis, the last 3 head-to-head meetings on both sides have seen Madrid always winning against this very side in all 3 head-to-head meetings. So we will give it to the Madrid side to take the day in this one. It is our way to win out shortly. That's all valid for that very counter. The next game is in the English Premier League. We'll have Tottenham Hotspur who will be facing Manchester City. And on recent games on both sides, you can see that Tottenham Hotspur, the home side, have actually had 4 victories in the last 6 matches. They've also lost 2 games out of those, and on the side, Manchester City have managed to win 2 matches out of the last 6 games, but they've also lost 4 matches. Okay, and on home and away perspective, you can see Tottenham have actually managed 4 wins and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches, but they've also lost 4 games as well. But away side, on the other hand, Manchester City have managed to achieve 3 victories and 2 draws in the last 10 away games. They've also lost 5 matches out of those 10 away matches that they have so far. On head-to-head basis, you could see that the last 2 meetings have seen Tottenham winning. And prior to that, we saw Man City beating this very side by 2-0. But the last meeting was Tottenham who won. That was in November of last year, beating Man City by 4-0. But I felt that Man City have actually improved a little bit. And we expect the away side Manchester City to rise to the occasion in this one and win out shortly. Actually, a way to win. That's all valid for that very encounter. And the next game that we have is. Also in the Premier League, we'll have Liverpool who will be coming up against Newcastle United. All right, looking at recent games, we can see that Liverpool have seen 3 victories and 2 draws in the last 6 games, but have also lost 1 out of those. And Newcastle United, we said, have won 4 games, but have lost 2 matches in the last 6 matches that they have so far. And you look at how they fared on home and away basis. You can see for the home side, Liverpool have had 8 victories and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've not lost a single match. That tells you how strong these guys are. And away side, Newcastle United have won just 7 games in the last 10 away matches. Fine, they're doing very fine at the moment, and they've also had one draw as well as 2 losses. But the last game they had was against Manchester City. We saw them losing out against Manchester City by 4-0 on that occasion. The last away game that they had, and we will definitely expect the home side Liverpool to take the day for this one, and it is away side the home side actually to win out shortly in this very one. Home win, that's all valid for that very encounter. And the next game that we have for you today is in the Turkey Cup, where we have Trabzonspor who will be facing Rizespor. Okay, and for recent games for both sides, you can see the Trabzonspor, the home side, have won 3 matches and 2 draws, but have lost 1 game in the last 6 recent matches. And away side, Rizespor have won 3 games and also lost 3 matches as well. Looking at how they fared on home and away basis, you can see that playing from home, Trabzonspor, the home side, have had 8 victories and 1 draw, but have also lost 1 match in the last 10 home attempts. And away side, on the other hand, Rizespor have won 3 games, but have lost 7 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far. But when you look closely at the results of this side, you can see that for the home side, they've actually produced lots of goals. In the last 10 home matches, they've had over 2.5 7 times out of 10. And the away side also, Rizespor have had a very similar situation. Also have seen over 2.5 7 times out of 10. That tells you that these two sides, they score lots of goals as well as concede lots of goals. And on head-to-head basis, you can see the last time they met, it was Rizespor who won from home by 3 goals to 1 against Trabzonspor. So this promises to be a very exciting one, but we're going to see lots of goals appearing in this very one, and we'll give it a minimum of 3 goals in this very one, and over 2.5. That's our value for that very game. Minimum of 3 goals appearing here. That's what we expect. Okay, and the next is in German Cup, where we have Leipzig will be coming up against Wolfsburg. All right, Leipzig have had just 1 victory and 4 draws, and also 1 loss in the last 6 games. And also the away side Wolfsburg have had 1 victory, 4 draws, and as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they had so far. All right, looking at how they played on home and away basis, you can see that home side Leipzig have had 5 wins and 3 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 10 home games. And Wolfsburg, the away side, have also won 5 games, 2 draws and 3 losses. Very similar results for both sides. You can see that for the home side, Leipzig in the last 10 home matches have seen them achieving over 2.5 in 8 games out of the last 10 home matches. And away side, Wolfsburg also have seen a very similar situation. Also seen over 2.5, 7 times out of the last 10 games, play from away. All right, that tells you that these are 2 sides that score a lot of goals and concede on head-to-head basis. You can see that the last time they met, the last 3 head-to-head meetings also produced lots of goals. The last time they met was in November, and Wolfsburg won by 5 goals to 1 from away on that occasion. And in this one, we are going for goals in this, and we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals in this very encounter. So, and over 2.5. That's what value for this very encounter, right? And the next game, which are going to be the last for today, it is in Coppa Italia. We'll have Juventus who will facing Empoli in Coppa Italia. And when you look at Juventus, have had 5 victories in recent time and 1 loss. And the way side, Empoli have had just 1 draw, but have lost 5 games in the last 6 matches that they have so far. All right, looking at how they fared on home and away basis, you can see Juventus in the last 10 home matches have been able to achieve 6 victories, 2 draws, and 2 losses. And away side, Empoli have managed just 1 win and 4 draws, but have lost 5 matches. All right, the last 3 home games for Juventus, I've seen them winning all 3. And away side at Empoli, the last 3 away games saw them losing out on all 3 away games. All right, on head-to-head basis, last time both teams met was actually this February. We saw Juventus beating this very side by 4 goals to 1 on that occasion, and we expect a repeat of this sort of result, and we expect Juventus to win out in this very one home win. That's what we expect for that very encounter, and that brings our predictions for you today on BetCraft to a conclusion. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes great. Also remember to play responsibly. These are football matches. Sometimes it may bring about some level of surprises. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out, but until that time, keep winning.